Hello, Don Rigby with Avanti, here with Brent Anderson of Structural Pullman. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, Don. I appreciate the offer.
We're in the middle of a 3-day training session with Structural Pullman, and we are teaching intuition to some field service personnel that need to understand some grouting principles, some good basic grouting chemistry, understanding of soils, and conveyance technologies. And you're here as a principal instructor sharing your knowledge. Therefore, you, in our mind, are a grouting great. And this is part of the series of grouting greats. Thank you for being here. Brent, you've been in the industry for 30 years. What noteworthy changes have you experienced?
I think the most significant changes that I've seen with products and product development is in the area of safety. In the early days of grouting, the types of solvents, the equipment that we had was relatively dangerous to the workers. And over the years, I would credit the manufacturers in this industry through associations and trade groups as developing and really responding to the need to develop more safer products. The equipment that we use today compared to what it was 30 years ago, significantly better, especially in the pumping equipment. And the small things, the ports, the little details of how grout goes from a pump to into the concrete is significantly improved.
Brent Anderson, you're a civil engineer. What role do you see the consulting engineering community playing in the next 10 years?
I would expect that the engineering consulting business is probably not going to change that much in the next 10 years. I think that engineers are going to rely more on specialists to help them writing specifications and things of that nature and details. Again, as I said, the world of engineering is filled with so much litigation that in general, engineers are, I think, more careful about getting involved in things that perhaps they are not that clear on, and so they're bringing in consultants and specialists to help them on projects that involve water control and issues similar to that.
Right. In a sentence or two, when would Brent Anderson recommend acrylics, acrylamide, ultrafine, or urethane technology?
It's actually a fairly complicated question, Don, but all of them have their place in the industry. And for me, when I'm doing soil grouting, large-scale soil grouting for water control or chemical containment in the water, typically I'm a supporter of acrylamide technology, especially in soil grouting and to some degree in curtain grouting. When I start focusing in on crack control in hydrocarbon, in highly acidic or high pH environments, I like the high solids polyacrylates for concrete. If I have situations where it's a more classic foundation, large cracks, maybe flowing water, then I tend to move in the direction of urethane technology. So it kind of varies as to what the environment is. Harsh environments, polyacrylates; large-scale water control, acrylamides; more pinpoint commercial applications, urethanes.
If you would, share your point of view on the importance of partnering, contractor, engineer, technologist, and the owner.
Yeah, I think that one of the things that probably in the last 20 years in the engineering community, as well as really out in life in general, is there's a large focus on team. And I think that the reason that we need to focus on team is because no one individual has typically all the experience, all the right answers. And when you get a team approach, that you get varying opinions and you get people thinking in a way that maybe they never thought before. And certainly for engineers, having a manufacturer with a lot of experience. So if an engineer is going in one direction, perhaps that manufacturer is suggesting and recommending some things that they hadn't thought. Manufacturers and salespeople tend not to know the fine art of the technology, and so by blending the engineer and the technologist and the manufacturer, who typically has so much field experience, you can blend a good solution.
Brent Anderson, thank you so much for being with us here in Houston, for your wisdom. Truly, a grouting great.
Thanks, Don.